Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss some important objective questions which also include some numericals. Now, all these questions have already been asked in various competitive exams. So first thing first, let's get started. The first question is Windrows reveals there are four options. As you know, Windrows show wind direction, wind speed, and the amount of time for which wind persists in a particular direction. So the answer would be A, B, C. Next question is an aeroplane causes a sound of level 110 decibel of taking off. What is the sound level of five such identical aeroplanes taking off simultaneously? The sound level formula is 10 log 10 to the power sound level by 10. Since there are five such identical aeroplanes, so we are multiplying 5. If you derive this equation, you will get 117. Next question is given below are two statements, one labeled as assertion and the other labeled as reasons. Let's read the assertion. The occurrence of acid rain over the Indian landmass is extremely rare. Then the reason for that is the alkaline dust and ammonia produced from agricultural areas neutralize the acid formation in the atmosphere. So it seems both assertion and reason are correct because acid get neutralized by the alkaline dust and the ammonia produced from agricultural lands. Since India is a land of agriculture, so we are producing lot of alkaline dust, so the occurrence of acid rain over the Indian landmass is extremely rare. So both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Next question is the largest unit in which gene flow is possible is species. Species is the largest unit in which gene flow is possible. So the answer is C. Then next question is moderate disturbance in an ecosystem. The answer is increases biodiversity. Why it increases biodiversity? When there is disturbance in any ecosystem, whatever species lives in there get into the defensive mode. When they get into defensive mode, they reproduce more. So because of that, disturbances increases biodiversity. But remember, moderate disturbance, not very huge disturbance. Only moderate disturbance increases biodiversity. Let's come to next question. Which is the first mineral to form in cooling magma? The answer is olivine. You know, magma, when molten rock present inside the earth, it is called magma. When there is volcanic eruption, magma comes out. When it comes out, it is called lava. Once lava comes out of the earth surface, it cools down, and in the process it forms various mineral. Of all the mineral, the first mineral forms is olivine, followed by pyroxene, so on and so forth. So the answer is olivine. Next question is in order of intensity of different components of electromagnetic radiation emitted from sun reaching earth's surface, identify the correct sequence. Since you know intensity is directly proportional to energy, so whichever ray having higher energy, that will have higher intensity. As you know, ultraviolet is having higher energy than visible than infrared. So the answer is A. Let's move into the next question. Saturation vapor pressure at a given temperature is 900 millibar, while it is 600 millibar at dew point temperature. What will be the relative humidity? Relative humidity is a ratio of vapor pressure by saturated vapor pressure. Remember here both the units are given in millibar. Had it been given in bar, you have to convert it into millibar. Remember both the units has to be same. If one unit is different, you have to make it similar with the other one. So since both the units are same, you just need to divide 600 divided by 900. Since we are Getting it in terms of percentage, we need to multiply this by 100. So the answer would be 66.7%. Then the next question is, simultaneous measurement of humidity and temperature at a given site are given as under. We have 5 number of observation for x and we have as many number of observation for y. So we need to find the correlation coefficient between y and x. So the formula for correlation coefficient is epsilon xy divided by root over of epsilon x square into epsilon y square. What you have to do? First you have to find a square. 40 square, 35 square, 30 square, 25 square, 20 square. Then you have to find the sum of all the x. Then you have to find the sum of all the y square. You have already got sum of s square, sum of y square. To get the first term, you have to multiply x with y, then you have to sum it off. So you have all three parameters. Now you can derive the correlation coefficient. Upon deriving the correlation coefficient, you will get the answer minus 0.987. Okay. The next question is, what is the required solar panel area for photovoltaic cell with efficiency of 20% and incident solar radiation of 400 to run an electric geyser of 2 kilowatt. To derive this, what you need to do, just in the numerator take 2 kilowatt, convert it into watt, that is 2000 watt, then divide it by efficiency, that is 20%, then multiply it by 400. That means you will have to take it as 200 divided by 0.2 into 400. So you will get 25 meter square. So the area is 25 meter square. Then which type of earthworms are most suitable for vermicomposting? You know the answer is epizoic earthworms are very suitable for vermicomposting. Endozoic are very suitable for wasteland treatment. Let's come to the next question. The first state to be declared as an organic state of the country is Sikkim. And the next question. In an urban atmosphere, the concentration of methane and hydroxide radical is 5 into 10 to the power 19 molecules meter cube and 1.8 into 10 to the power 12 molecules per meter cube respectively. The rate constant for second order reaction between hydroxide and methane is 8.36 into 10 to the power minus 21 meter cube per mole per second. Then what is the instantaneous rate of oxidation of methane? As you know, for second order reaction, the rate constant is equals to the rate of the reaction is equals to second order rate constant into concentration of both the reactants. So if you simply multiply all three, that is 1.8 into 10 to the power 12 with 8.36 into 10 to the power minus 21 with 5 into 10 to the power 19, you will get the answer 7.52 into 10 to the power 11. Just multiply all three. Had it been a first order reaction, one term would become 1 because the order of one reactant would be 0. Had it been a zero order reaction, you would have to drop all the reactants. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next questions. Which instrument is used to measure irradiance? Pyranometer is used to measure solar irradiance. Next question is, mycorrhiza enhances plant nutrition mainly by, as you know, mycorrhiza is a symbiotic association between plant root and fungus. It helps in helps the plant absorbing water and minerals. Next question is, which article of the Indian Constitution was used by Government of India to enact the Environmental Protection Act 1986? The answer is Article 253. Article 253 says, whatever the international agreement are there, we need to implement that in our country. So by amending Article 253, we have enacted Environmental Protection Act, and it was enacted soon after the Bhopal gas tragedy. Next question is, maximum concentration of hydroxide radical in Earth's atmosphere is observed at? The answer is the equator in middle of the troposphere. The equatorial climate is such a way that it hold maximum number of hydroxide radicals. So the answer is the equator in the middle of troposphere. Next, match list 1 ozone depleting substances with list 2 chemical formulas. That's a very important question. Almost every year you will get such type of question in UGC NET. So CFC12 is CF2Cl2. One way is there to remember this. Suppose for CFC11 there are 5 atom are there, like 1 carbon, 1 fluoride, 3 chloride. So for 12 the 5 will remain same, only you have to make fluorine to chloride 2. So the answer for CFC12 is CF2Cl2. Then answer for CFC13 is, you have to make 8 atom. Okay, so CF3Cl3. 14 is CF4. Then look at this, CF4Cl2C. If you write it properly, then C2F4Cl2. So total number of atom is 8. Then again for CFC15 you have to maintain this 8 atom. So what you will do for 15, just write C2, just increase 1 fluorine atom. So C2F5Cl. I hope you have understood the question. So answer is C. This much for today. We will continue in the next class. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Thank you very much.